Homelessness is one of the most pressing issues facing the US today. While the causes are complex, ranging from skyrocketing housing costs to systemic issues like poverty and mental health challenges, the scale of the problem varies from city to city. I've often wondered how homelessness impacts specific areas across the country and what cities are doing to manage it. Although it is widely known that cities like Los Angeles and New York have some of the largest homeless populations in America, there are other cities that are pretty close. With that in mind, let's explore the 10 US cities with the largest homeless populations and the factors contributing to the issue. In Miami, many people experiencing homelessness live unsheltered due to the city's warm climate. Miami has made efforts to address the issue through shelter and job training programs, but rising housing costs remain a significant obstacle. Miami's housing market is increasingly unaffordable, and while the city offers job training and shelter programs, long-term solutions require greater access to affordable housing options. The growing gap between wages and housing costs continues to fuel homelessness. Boston may have a smaller homeless population compared to some of the cities on this list, but the cold winters make shelter access a critical issue. What's encouraging about Boston is that a significant portion of its homeless population is housed in shelters, and the city has a strong safety net in place. The city continues to focus on long-term solutions like mental health care and addiction treatment, but the high cost of living and gentrification are pushing many low-income residents out of their homes. While Boston has a strong network of shelters and services, the city's high cost of living remains a challenge. Gentrification and rising rents are making it harder for low-income residents to find affordable housing, leading to an increase in homelessness. Las Vegas has a visible homelessness issue, particularly in areas near the Strip. Many people experiencing homelessness here live unsheltered, often in encampments. The city's economy, largely relying on tourism, has left many without jobs, contributing to the issue. While shelters and supportive housing are available, Las Vegas struggles with providing enough resources to meet the growing demand. Rising housing costs and economic instability continue to drive people into homelessness. San Francisco has long been known for its homelessness crisis. The high cost of living, particularly in housing, makes it nearly impossible for low-income residents to stay afloat. Many of the city's homeless population live in encampments, and areas like the Tenderloin District have become infamous for homelessness. The wealth disparity in San Francisco is striking. While Housing First initiatives are in place, the city's high land prices and construction costs make it difficult to build enough affordable units to meet the need. Public opposition to new housing developments also plays a significant role in slowing progress. Phoenix's homeless population has grown dramatically, with rising housing costs and economic inequality being major contributors. The city's hot climate can also be dangerous for those living on the streets, adding another layer of risk. Phoenix is working on expanding shelters and supportive housing, but the rapid growth in homelessness continues to outpace the city's ability to provide services. Housing costs are climbing, and Phoenix is struggling to keep up with the rising demand for shelter and support services. While new initiatives are being implemented, the city's economic boom has created a challenging environment for those on the brink of homelessness. As the heart of Silicon Valley, San Jose has seen astronomical housing prices, driving many into homelessness. The contrast here is stark. Wealth generated by the tech industry is staggering, yet many live without basic shelter just a stone's throw away from multi-million-dollar tech campuses. San Jose has been trying to tackle its homelessness issue through affordable housing projects, but like other cities, it's fighting an uphill battle against rising property values and limited available land. Building affordable housing is difficult in a city where land is at a premium. While the city is taking steps to offer more support, the affordability crisis isn't showing signs of slowing down, making it tough for many to find stability. San Diego, like Los Angeles, struggles with a large, unsheltered homeless population. The city's temperate climate attracts many people living without shelter, and the lack of affordable housing exacerbates the issue. Despite efforts to increase shelter space and supportive services, San Diego faces a persistent challenge: high housing costs. This leaves many people on the streets, in tents, or living in their vehicles. San Diego's high cost of living is a major driver of homelessness, and while the city has expanded shelter options and mental health services, housing remains out of reach for many. The city is making strides, but the demand for affordable housing continues to outpace supply. In recent years, homelessness in Seattle has ballooned, driven largely by the booming tech industry and a severe housing shortage. Seattle's economy is doing well, but many residents are getting priced out of their homes due to rising rents. What strikes me about Seattle's situation is the number of people living in RVs and encampments. Because traditional shelter options are limited, Seattle is working on expanding affordable housing, but zoning laws and community opposition create major hurdles. The city has also faced criticism for sweeping homeless encampments without offering sufficient alternative solutions. The rapid economic growth fueled by the tech industry is pushing housing prices through the roof, creating a stark contrast between the city's affluent and its homeless. Efforts to expand shelter space and affordable housing are underway, but opposition from local communities and complex regulations make progress slow. Los Angeles has gained a reputation for its homelessness crisis, particularly in areas like Skid Row, where thousands of people live in tents and temporary shelters. Los Angeles is unique because a large portion of its homeless population is unsheltered, living on the streets, in cars, or in tents. Part of the reason for this large number is the lack of affordable housing and the growing economic divide. The city's mild weather also makes it a magnet for individuals without permanent shelter. Los Angeles has invested billions in initiatives designed to reduce homelessness. Unfortunately, the scale of the crisis is so massive that it often feels like a drop in the ocean. A lack of coordination between city and county agencies only complicates the issue, and while affordable housing projects are underway, they have not yet made a significant dent in the problem. It probably won't surprise you that New York tops the list. The city's massive population density and exorbitant housing costs mean that tens of thousands of people struggle to find permanent shelter. What stands out about New York's homelessness situation is that a large proportion of its homeless population actually finds refuge in shelters. This may not be as visible as the street homelessness seen in other cities, but it doesn't make the problem any less serious. New York has implemented various programs to provide housing assistance, but the demand always seems to outpace the available resources. The high cost of living continues to push more people into homelessness, and the city's stretched capacity is constantly being tested. The cost of housing in New York City is astronomical. Even with efforts to build affordable units, the demand far exceeds supply. To make matters worse, the city's resources are already spread thin, making long-term solutions difficult to achieve without significant changes to housing policy.